Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com. And in this video, I want to ask you a quick question. Are you treating your online business like a job? Are you treating it like a business, or are you treating it like a hobby? There's a direct correlation between how you treat your online business and the kind of income that you create on the other side. Now, a lot of people think that since the fake gurus say in their video sales letters and their webinars that it's easy and the make money online world is easy, which it's clearly not, that you don't have to really try that hard, that it's something that you can dabble in. You can spend a night or two here or there, and then you can ignore it for a few weeks. Well, my wife and I have proved that's very different in our businesses. And the fact that we decided to really knuckle down and treat it like a job at first, and then a business now that we've got some momentum going, is why our business is continuing to grow and generate ample cash flow for us. It grows in traffic, leads, and cash flow year over year, and has for 9 straight years. And that's not because of a magic niche. That's not because of a magic solution or a magic kind of business model we're working within. It's because of our work ethic that we've taken and approached. When we first started this business, we were at rock bottom. We had to move back in with my parents' house. I had $50,000 of student loan debt that I wasn't paying on. I couldn't afford rent. I had sold both of our cars to really invest that money in kind of a do what I do fake guru scam that I was following, and that's how we hit rock bottom. So coming out of that place, we got full-time jobs, and then when we were working on our website, our side hustle, we worked on it like it was our job. So the first thing I want you to do is think for a quick minute. If you're working on the side, right, this is your side hustle, it's something you do nights and weekends. Imagine you were a boss of a part-time employee who worked this schedule. Maybe it's 2 hours an evening and 2 days on the weekends. Do you show up regularly enough, on time enough, with enough energy that you would fire you, or you would promote you as the kind of boss in that situation, right? I want you to analyze your actions of in the business, working in and on the business. Are you working and treating it like it's your job? And if you were your own boss, would you fire you? Because if you're showing up when you want, haphazardly, you're kind of fiddling around on Facebook, you're kind of building a Facebook group, you're kind of doing a little Instagram, you maybe post a video once every couple of weeks, you maybe write a blog post once every couple of weeks, but you watch a lot of webinars and you read a lot of email pitches in your inbox. If that's your approach to your business, I would fire you if you were my employee. There would be no question about it. If you're not showing up every day, hitting the ground running full speed with zero distractions, working on the most important components, which are creating your core content and optimizing your conversion mechanism, that's it. That's all you actually have to do. If you're not full speed ahead working on both of those, I would fire you. And really, if you're not full speed working on both of those, it's a hobby. You're treating it like it's a hobby. And the odds are you're going to make hobby-like income, which is not consistent. You're never going to pay for mortgages. You're never going to pay off all of your debt if you're treating it like a hobby. Now, is it okay to treat it like a hobby? Absolutely. But if you have a desire of generating 10 grand a month, 100 grand a month, 5 grand a month type income levels, and you're treating it like $100 or $200 a month hobby, there's a very large disconnect in your actions, in your kind of emotional connection with that thing, and your desired result. And you'll never get your desired result with those kinds of activities. And that's the real big point here, is for you to analyze your activities and really ask yourself and be brutally honest with yourself. When you're working on your business, are you literally grinding it out? You jump in from the keyword research tool over to WordPress, you write your blog posts, you get it published, you maybe send a few social links to it, and then you're on to the next, back in that keyword tool, working on a second post for that day. Is that your approach? Do you wake up first thing in the morning like today, and I got my coffee here, I just made my coffee, I don't even think it's 8 o'clock yet in the morning, and it's my video day. This is my job. This is the thing I have to do today. Boom, I'm in first thing. I'm going to get this video done. I'm going to get optimized. I'm going to get a blog post up today. I'm going to get an email out today. Is that how you're treating your business? Because that's how you have to treat your business. Now, there's a lot of people that will say, well, Miles, I've heard you need to work on your business and not in your business. Sure, there's a time for that. And honestly, if you're hustling enough, you need to do both. If you're just starting out and you don't have any money to really invest, you don't have 10, 20 grand to go all in on the Facebook advertising mechanism, and you don't really have the skills yet, it's you doing the work that's going to get you the skills that are ultimately going to drive the results that you desire. This is why I recommend you do a 90-day challenge on your core content creation strategy, because within 3 months' time, time, you're going to be a very competent publisher on that platform. And we have to get you there. If you want to eventually outsource the process of creating content, outsource the processes of customer support, outsource certain things within your business, social media marketing, you have to do it first and you have to master it, and you have to come up with your plan that you're going to hand off to the outsourcer. You're never going to have an outsourcer who's going to bring the plan to you. That's your job as the business owner. And most business owners get there in this type of a business model by doing the work, right? Doing the work intensely for a sustained period of time to know every in and out about that platform, to know every in and out about the hashtags, about the this, about the images, about what works, what doesn't. So when you bring on an employee, you are guiding them. You're not looking for this outsourcer, this employee to guide you. That, my friend, is a recipe for disaster. So phase one of the hustle, of the side hustle, is to treat it like it's your job, to clock in every single night, to give yourself a schedule and commit to it. You have to be disciplined, just like it was your real job. The trick here, the challenge here is you're not going to fire you. You're just not going to make any money. And most people who don't put in the work, don't make any money. They're the kind of people who go onto forums and say, this stuff doesn't work. And it's like, no. You, my friend, aren't working effectively enough. That's why it didn't work for you. Those who make it are the ones who treat it like a real side job. Now, if your real side job is, I don't know, working at a pizza parlor, or right, like working at a wine painting place in the evenings, you do 2-hour shifts every evening. You have a group of people who are going to come in. That's going to drive revenue for that business owner. You have to be there to open the door. You have to be there to coach them. You have to be there to work with them. Then you got to be there to clean up when they're done, and then you get to go home. If you miss that once or twice in a row, you're gone, you're done. And you need to realize that there's no one that's going to fire you from your side hustle, but you're just never going to make any money if you're not doing the right thing. So don't waste your time. Spend time enjoying life with your family, and just realize that you're not going to make any side money if you're not being super serious. But if you want to generate the income, treat it like it's your job. Melanie and we've created a level of success in our business that is wild. It's amazing. It's more than I really, truly, honestly ever expected we would get to when we started down this path, right? The numbers are magnitudes larger than I ever expected on the monthly revenue. We still publish today like it's our job because there's competition. There's people literally copying word for word my titles, my headlines, my videos. They're literally, it ain't mimicking, it ain't flattery. It's downright plagiarism what's going on. So that's what I have nipping at my heels. We have businesses in China literally trying to copy my wife's entire website, not to mention some viewers from YouTube here trying to copy our entire website that we've been working on for 9 years. That's the kind of competition that's coming up behind. Plus, I'm teaching new people the right way to do it. So we got some people going about it the right way in our niche. I'm essentially training more competition there. Then we have people who are outright blatantly kind of swiping and deploying our content. So that's our competition we're creating. I have to maintain my level of consistent, focused effort to outwork those people and everyone else who thinks they can get a piece of this pie in this niche. I have to absolutely outwork everyone, which is why I'm treating it like an absolute job. Do I take time to work on the business? Absolutely. I have my CEO moments. I have my CEO time where I do my CEO things. I read my books. I think about my team, my structure, our systems, our processes within our business, but I'm not stepping away from grinding and putting in the work to make sure I'm outworking and out hustling absolutely everyone. That's why this channel continues to grow. That's why my list is continuing to grow. And that's why the product I'm about to launch, this group membership program that I'm about to launch in approximately 10 days, is going to absolutely crush it because I'm treating it like a business. I worked all day Sunday on this business. I worked all day Saturday on this business. And that's why I'm generating the rewards and the results and the revenue that I am. It's because of my work ethic. And that's the whole point of this video. I shared that about myself, and no, my wife's upstairs doing the exact same thing. She's working on her email right now and her blog post for the day. It's Monday. It's her published day as well. So that's why we've created the success. There's nothing magic about our niche. There's nothing magic. There might be a little bit of magic in our products. We all like to think that as product creators, but really, truly, it's the work ethic. It's the persistence. It's the continuous showing up every day and focusing on the big things that create the results that drive it forward, which is publishing our core content. This video is that for me. And then improving our conversion mechanism. That's email marketing. That's doing split tests on the landing pages and the sales pages. And that's really it. It's multiplying those things for 9 years straight, every day, day in, day out, 7 days a week for 9 years straight. That is the trick to the success that we've created. So reflect this upon how you're approaching your business. Are you taking the kind of approach that you're looking at your evening activities, if you got an hour and a half, 2 hours a night, every night, as through the lens of your boss, right? Like if you were your boss, would you fire you? And if your answer to that is like, wow, yeah, like I do waste a lot of time. I watch a lot of pitches. I watch a lot of webinars. I'm not really doing the work. Great. This should be your wake-up call to start doing the work if you truly want the results. If you don't really care about the results and you like hobby income and you're cool with a couple $100 a month, that's fine. Take that kind of lackadaisical approach to your business and just know you're going to get those kinds of results on the other side. But if you desire 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 grand per month type income levels, know that you are going to have to work harder than you've ever worked before. It takes more effort to create more money with an internet-based business than it does to create the same amount of money with a job, right? Like literally it takes more effort. The fake gurus are trying to sell you the opposite. The truth of the matter is it takes an intense amount of work, and it's well worth it on the other side when you build a business around helping people, around really optimizing your kind of life and your content creation and your actions to be of service to a group of people who get to improve and better their lives. It's absolutely magical when it works out. Now, last thing, if you have been working in your business, you're that aggressive, hardcore, part-time employee who shows up every day, you work on the key things, you're a master of productivity, good on you. Pat yourself on the back and make sure you're taking time at least weekly to get into that CEO role, to play business builder, to look at what you're doing, right? You do need to get to a point where you get out of the doing the work, and I'm talking little brief periods of time. You could do this within a half hour per week, journaling, asking yourself, what daily tasks am I doing? Am I getting results in my tasks? Where am I seeing great results in my business? What are those repetitive things that I'm doing over and over that waste 4 or 5 hours per week of my time that I could build a system, training video, and hire an outsourcer to do? You need to analyze your business to begin to remove things from your shoulders as the employee of your business doing all of the work, so you as the employee can continue to work on higher and higher and more valuable tasks that are going to bring in greater revenue. For me, the highest value tasks that I'm working on in this business of mine, creating my videos, doing my email marketing, which is growing my list, part of the video thing, and sending out my daily emails. Now, currently, it's working on that sales letter for the new membership product that's going to launch soon, and it's building out that product, that back end of a product system, a complete members area, et cetera, et cetera. Those are the things that I'm working on. So everything that distracts me from working diligently, focused, right? No distractions on those tasks gets removed from my shoulders. And I have a lot in my business I have to do that's different. I just focus those things to do them in the evenings, getting back to people via email, answering comments on social media or on YouTube here. I try to block time to do that later in the afternoon when my willpower tank's a little depleted, because answering questions and comments is really actually quite easy. Creating these types of videos that are focused, that are on point, they're going to help you take your business to the next level, that takes more effort. Writing my emails, writing a good email that I'm proud of, that I'm ready to send out, that takes a lot more willpower and a lot more effort. So I front load those. I do those things first because those are the most important parts of my business. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Analyze what you're doing every day. Are you treating it like a job? Would you fire you if you were your own boss? If your answer is yes, you need to make some drastic changes. If your answer is yes, and you want to generate lifestyle income, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand a month, you need to change your actions, because your actions aren't matching your desires. Get your actions on pace with your desires. Then once you have gone through the 90-day challenge, you are a competent publisher, you're growing your list, you've done enough of the work, right? The job-based work to really gain some momentum. Make sure you're taking some time every week to be the CEO and start to put time in that executive suite where you're looking at your business, you're analyzing your business, you're working on your business. You're never going to get away from working in your business. There might be a day where you're able to outsource everything. I've never seen a business that grows competently without the owner's kind of input in it, especially this kind of a business that I run here. So really make sure you're doing the work, you're grinding it out, you're working on the most important things, your core content, and also your conversion mechanisms. Then spend a little bit of time in that CEO role. What can you remove from yourself and pass off to an outsourcer, whether it's Fiverr, Upwork, OnlineJobs.ph, whatever it may be. Then get those tasks off your shoulders so you can put even more work focused on those really high value tasks, and then put in the work. Show up every day, show up every week, show up every month, do it for years on end. That is how all of my friends who have created hyper successful businesses online, they've been grinding it out for 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 plus years. That's the trick to success, doing the right tasks, the hyper productivity based tasks, removing everything else and passing that off to teammates and processes and automations so you can keep doing those tasks for years on end. You can create the success that you desire. I've been able to do it. It's blown my mind what my wife and I have created. I know it's possible for you. It just takes a lot of work. It is more difficult than a day job. It is more difficult than a side job. It requires more creativity, more vulnerability, more time out of your comfort zone. But all in all, it's worth it. If you're committed, I want to see it in the comments. I want you to be like, I made it to the end. I'm totally committed. And give me a shout out. Let me know what you think of this video. Hit me with any questions. Do that in the comments so I know you're the kind of action taker who makes it to the end and you take action on things. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it if you know somebody who needs to hear this message. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And I got another video coming out in a couple of days. So subscribe and you get the newest video when it's released. And I thank you very much for your time. I hope this has been helpful and I look forward to connecting with you on the next video. Until then, be well.